Chapter 16. Sneak Attack. 30 minutes later. Throttle continued to look through the computer's maps. He was having trouble concentrating, now knowing the truth about Manuel and his racing. It hit too close to home for him, making him wonder if his bros were dead too. Would he just be chasing shadows? Chasing nothing but memories? Throttle immediately shook the thoughts from his mind.
No,
he said.
I won't think that way. They're not dead. I just have to find them.
He was interrupted by a loud banging on the apartment door, combined with the sound of snapping wood. He looked over, and there was an axe poking through the thick wood of the door. Someone was breaking in. Meanwhile, at the Riverside Golf Course, Itsuki and Igatani watched with the others as Takumi took his shot.
Oh, darn. I missed again. Takumi said with frustration, seeing the ball curve way off course in the air.
Oh, don't worry, Takumi. It's okay.
Mika smiled.
You're still getting the hang of it.
Yeah, besides, you're doing way better than me. Manuel laughed. I missed that last shot by a mile. Mika, how did you get so good at golf?
I've been playing since I was little.
Mika answered. Well, that explains it, Manuel said.
Yep.
Itsuki said, daydreaming. That's when Manuel's cell phone rang. Oh, hold on, I need to take this call. Manuel got out his Android phone looking at the number. It was the cell he gave Throttle. Hello? Throttle, what's up?
You have to get home now!
Throttle said. There was banging in the background as if someone was slamming into the door.
They found me! They're trying to break the door down! Hurry! There's not much time to control this thing shut!
Suddenly, there was a loud bang, splitting of wood. Then Manuel heard Throttle yell, some punches connecting, and several voices he didn't recognize.
You've been living on borrowed time, Mousy. Today, that time's up. See, I told you I could get him.
Well, what do you know? For once you did something useful, you early elf. Well, what are you just standing there for, Grace Pit? Load him into the van! And for Tupac's sake, someone pick up that cell phone he dropped and throw it down the garbage disposal!
Manuel's heart stopped. Throttle, what's going on? Manuel demanded. Throttle? Throttle! The line then went dead. Shit! Manuel dropped his golf club and bolted towards the parking lot.
Whoa, Manuel, wait! Takumi yelled. Where are you going? What's the rush?
The group's blood ran cold when they heard Manuel's answer.
They found him, and I need to get home before they get away!
Takumi and the group then bolted after Manuel, following his beeline to the parking lot, abandoning their rented golf equipment. They got to the parking lot just as Manuel had gotten into a CRX and was peeling out.
Ah, crap, there he goes!
Ikatani said.
You think we should go after him?
Hell yes, I think we should go after him! Hurry and get in the car!
Takumi said, getting into the Torino 86 and starting the engine.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this.
Itsuki said as he got into the back with Ikatani.
Keep your eyes closed, Mika.
Takumi cautioned.
This won't be an easy drive.
With that, he peeled out after Manuel's CRX in hot pursuit. Manuel sped down State Street, passing cars rapidly. He knew he was speeding, that he was breaking road laws, but he didn't care at the moment. He needed to get to throttle before he was taken away by whoever was kidnapping him. He wasn't strong enough to defend himself yet. The light ahead of him turned red as traffic increased. Oh, damn it, not now! Manuel cursed. Looks like I'm gonna have to risk my license over this. He floored the pedal, drifting onto Glenwood Street. That's when he noticed that Takumi was right behind him in the 8-6. Itsuki screamed as he held onto his seat for dear life. Ikitani could only watch as Manuel went through lunch hour traffic, swerving and weaving in and around the cars that were in his way.
Oh my god, Takumi, you need to back off! This is crazy! Manuel's out of his mind!
Ikitani said.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Ikitani.
Takumi said as he stuck behind Manuel's CRX like glue. If Throttle's in trouble, who knows what Manuel's walking into?
Whoever is doing this might be baiting him into a trap.
Manuel might know he will need our help, and I can't just abandon him. Bunta stepped into his cab, going to meet up with Takumi after his meeting with the local business contractors for his new tofu shop. There was a Hispanic man getting into the cab as well.
Riverside Golf Course.
They said at the same time. Both men then stopped and looked at each other for a minute.
You're going there too?
The Hispanic man asked Bunta.
Yeah.
Bunta said.
To meet up with my son and his pen pal. Aha! You must be Bunta, Takumi's papa!
The Hispanic man said, extending his hand.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Jesus, owner and proprietor of Shifter's Diner. I'm Manuel's father.
Bunta was surprised, but he shook Jesus' hand anyway.
It's very nice to meet you, Jesus.
Bunta replied, accepting Jesus' hand of friendship.
So I guess you two are heading the same way?
The cab driver asked.
Guess you two can split the bill then if you want.
That's fine with me.
Bunta said.
Yes, excellent idea.
Jesus agreed. That's when they heard car engines approaching rapidly. They then saw Manuel's CRX fly by at extremely high speed, followed by Takumi's Chireno. Jesus' jaw dropped. Even Bunta was stunned. After a pause of shock and bewilderment, both men pointed in the car's general direction and said in unison,
Quickly! Follow those cars!
The young cabbie was all too happy to oblige. Manuel was nearing his apartment. A local cab was now on his and Takumi's tail. He quickly drifted onto South Vista, then floored the gas again, then slid the car onto Cherry Lane shortly after. He got to his apartment complex and saw Throttle being loaded into a van by a bunch of people he did not recognize. Manuel immediately slid his CRX to a stop and got out running forwards. Hey! He yelled, Stop!
I'll blast and destroy him, Grace Pit!
A man with goggles and a lab coat demanded.
Oh, but what do you know? It's from local Yoko.
A man in suspenders and a baseball cap with oozing oily skin said.
Let's see if your dodging skills are on par with your driving!
Grease Pit then got out a type of machine gun, as did the others. Manuel's heart stopped for the second time that day, his eyes wide. He had no choice but to dive behind his CRX as they opened fire. He crouched in cover behind the car, covering his head with his hands, as it was riddled by rapid gunfire. The barrage seemed to last for hours, even though it was only a few minutes. He then heard the van take off shortly after the gunfire stopped. Manuel looked up and saw it fly right past Takumi's Chireno into the cab, which followed behind it, barely missing both of them. Oh, damn it! They're getting away! Manuel looked over at his car. It had taken a beating from the guns. The engine head was ruptured. There was no way he could chase them as he watched the van drive off into the distance.